Welcome to Living Well with me, Pat Nogar. And we are going to explore today the perfect party. And we're going to do it very special because we're going to talk about the perfect party right here in Ardmore. And so we're titling this episode Living Well in Ardmore. And joining me for this very special episode is the Executive Director of the Ardmore Initiative and my friend, Christine Villardo.
Thank you for having me.
Who's going to join me in talking about this very special place.
I'm so excited.
Called Ardmore. And you know, here at Living Well, we talk about the art of a life well lived.
Yes.
We talk about gardening, we talk about cooking, entertaining, we even talk about wine, art, relationships. If it means living well, we explore it. And we've done it in some interesting places, haven't we?
Everywhere.
You've seen our
all
shows.
over the place. Yeah.
We've gone to art museums, we've gone to restaurants, we've even filmed shows in my backyard, in my garden. So we've taken you to some pretty remarkable places. But today we're going to stay local, right here in Ardmore. And that's why Christine is here with us. So I want you to pay attention because we're going to create the perfect party layer by layer using those businesses that are right here in Ardmore. So Christine, tell me, what is it about Ardmore that makes it such a special place for businesses?
Well, we call Ardmore the main street of the main line.
That's a
because
good
Ardmore is a little casual, a little funky, a little upscale. It's got great diversity in population, ethnic groups, ages, backgrounds.
So lots of businesses can really feel
and
at home here and
businesses
reach a
can
very
feel- yes.
interesting demographic.
The rents are very affordable. We have great access with public transportation. We're close to the city. We're the township seat. And there's also great camaraderie and support among the businesses. They really do enjoy working together and supporting each other.
That makes a lot
it's
of
a very
sense.
warm place
Place to
work.
be. It is a very special place. It's very walkable,
Yes.
which I really like. You can just sort of stroll up and down the street. What is it that the Ardmore Initiative does for businesses?
Well, we do lots of things. We help make the town a little more walkable. We provide benches and bike racks and planters to make it pleasant around the town. And we hold a business's hands from start to finish. We help them find a place. We help them with all of their paperwork to get themselves started
boy,
up.
do they ever need that, especially small businesses.
We help them market. We provide some grant funds for their signage, or in some cases even to get their businesses up and running. We advocate for them in the township and to legislators, and just really are a resource for them for anything that they need.
And that's an invaluable resource because
We
when you're
think.
starting a business, it's a
have a lot,
daunting
yes,
proposition, isn't
yes,
it?
yes.
So to have somebody to come alongside you and walk that journey with
And
you.
have someone answer the telephone when you call,
Exactly.
and have a place you can walk in and get what you need.
So that they know
That's what
you
we
are
try
here
to
to
do,
help
yes,
them, and that
yes.
really makes a difference.
Yes.
So bringing all those businesses together is what we're talking about today. We've got some really great businesses we're going to introduce you to, florists and I shouldn't say gift store, arts and crafts shops, dance studios, florists. I think I mentioned florists. We're going to introduce you to all of them and bring them together in the perfect party today. The first thing you do when you do a party is the theme, right? And I love to be inspired by the invitation.
That's so smart.
It is. It's a
Right.
great thing. It sets your color. It sets the tone. It's not a very graphic thing, but it's a feeling.
And it gives the guest a taste of what's to come.
What's to come. So for the perfect invitation, we've gone to the perfect stationery store, Paparia in Suburban Square. Come on with us. We are here at Paparia in Suburban Square, and it is where we got our party started because it's where we picked the invitation. Thank you so much, George Breslow and Henny Shore, for helping us pick this great invitation to set the tone. What makes Paparia so special?
Well, over the last 25 years, we've gone out of our way to fulfill our customers' needs, consider what they want, and carry pretty much upscale merchandise, as well as giving customers, as far as the printing is concerned, items that will exceed their expectations.
Exceed their expectations, and that certainly has exceeded mine because you provide invitations for everything, right?
For everything, for weddings, for bar mitzvahs, for any kind of party. We also have a range of stationery in all price ranges.
Anything that you could possibly imagine. And you really kicked off our party with just the right tone. Thank you so much. And when we come back, we're headed for the dance studio. Stay with us. And now we are here at First Position Dance Arts. And I'm so excited to be joined by Lisa Welsh, who is the owner and grand dame of dance here at First Position Dance Arts.
Yeah.
What kind of dance do you teach here?
Well, I teach little children to adults, so 3-year-olds as soon as they can walk, and we've had people in their 90s.
Wow, this is perfect. So now you're going to show me. What are you going to teach me today?
All right, well, I'm going to show you a piece that I teach in Zumba, which is Can't Feel My Face by The Weekend. But I'm going to break down just a couple of more complicated things. And you said you hadn't danced in a while, but when I say certain words, it's muscle memory will come right back.
All right, let's do it.
Pas de bourrée.
Pas de bourrée.
Do you remember pas de bourrée?
A little bit.
Okay, so pas de bourrée is back, side, front.
Yes.
Right, and back, side, front.
Yes.
That's probably the
I remember
hardest
it.
thing in the whole thing.
All right.
And then there's kickball change.
Kickball change, I remember that.
Kickball change. And then this is Soul Train, which I watched a lot of when I was a child.
Okay.
So it's up and down and
Up and down.
and up and see.
Okay.
You got it. And then I do this.
Okay.
And then I do what I call my halo. Everybody does that differently.
Okay.
Okay, some people go this way, so that's really the hardest part.
Okay, let's put it together.
Okay. New jab. And kick. So we're just repeating. Twist. And kick. Kick. And the twist. You're awesome. And kick. Kick. And kick off the leg. 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 Cover it. And stop. That's it.
I love it. I'm ready for the dance, right?
Right.
Well, I'm going to
This is
show everybody how it's done at our party.
Ready? And up, down, Halo, and Michael. And Michael.
Thank you so much for joining us.
It's awesome.
We will see you at our party. Join us at First Position Dance Arts next time, too. I love this. And we are back from the dance studio. First Position Dance Studio is fabulous, and I had a great time.
Did you have
learning.
fun?
I'm really sore, though, I have to tell you. But I'm all ready for the party.
Warm bath,
I'm
Pat,
telling you,
warm bath.
and I'm going to teach you what they taught
Okay.
me. It was really fun. Thank you so much for joining us again. And we are here to move on to the next layer of our party. And the next layer is probably my favorite because fresh flowers do it. I mean, this is the way to liven a party. It gives it the punch, it gives it the aroma, and to show us, we've got here Wally Heppenstall from Trillium in Ardmore, who does flowers better than anybody I know.
Well, you're very kind. Thank you, Pat.
Oh.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. And to keep our thing consistent, because you remember we chose an invitation
Yes.
from Paparia in
Yes.
the beginning, and it was a great invitation that had fabulous colors and pop and wildness to it, right? That kind of set the tone for the party, don't you
And
think?
it's also very seasonal.
It
so
really
it's
is very
appropriate
seasonal.
For now. Yeah.
So we sent that to Wally and said, can you do something with this that reflects the invitation? And boy, did you ever do it.
Well, you're very
You
kind.
really
Thank
did.
you.
Here, take a
But-
look. Tell us how you did this.
But taking these pictures and realizing what's available at this time of year in the local market,
Okay.
we came up with some Gerber daisies in a hot
Oh, I
pink
love
and
Gerbers.
a lighter pink. And then to bring in the yellows, we use spray roses. This is
Now,
stock, which
spray
is
roses is different. Christine and I thought they were
they're
tea
tea
roses,
roses, aren't they?
And
Well-
you corrected us.
well, they're sold to us as spray roses.
Okay,
But they're
okay.
multiple heads on a stem. And it gives a nice texture without a
Without
adds
that
some
big
volume.
punch.
Big lump.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it really is nice and light, isn't it?
And then for the yellow, we carried the theme up with some yellow snapdragons, the yellow stock, which brings a really nice fragrance into the house, but not
Okay.
too strong. And for the green, we have the green hydrangea, and we have some green hellebores, which is available at this
With
time
hellebores,
of year.
which is what I identified yesterday in the shop. They quizzed me.
Pastor
well.
Gardner
Yeah,
Pop.
you did well,
That's
Pat.
exactly
Well,
right.
Wally, what is this? What is this wispy green?
That's called pennycrest. And like many of the flowers, some of them grow locally. This one happens to come from Israel.
Oh, I love that.
Well-traveled.
That's really- I've
Very
never seen
well-traveled
that.
flower.
Really nice.
Well, now wrapped around the bottom here
Yes.
is it's something that looks like a leaf. What is that?
Well, it's man-made, and it replicates a leaf, referred to
okay.
as an aspidistris leaf. And this is aspidistris ribbon. And we use it to help
that was
mask
smart.
all those ugly stems that tend to
Stems.
be in a taller arrangement.
Exactly. And
Speaking May
Yeah,
may
go
I-
right ahead, because
Speaking
we
of
were gonna
height,
ask the same
Wally, is there
question.
any kind of rule for the height of the arrangement?
Well, often it's said
versus-
that the rule of thumb is 1.5 times higher.
Okay.
But if you can't figure that out on your own, having done this for over 30 years, we have a problem. So basically, you get a feel for the container. The container, I can't say speaks to you, but it kind of dictates the scale. And you don't want it. You want it to be scaled correctly, and you want it to be able to work well in where it's being used in someone's home.
But for the novice, it's what,
Yes.
1.5
About 1.5
to the height of the container?
Yeah, exactly.
We can
Depending on
do
where
that,
you're
can't we?
placing it in
Exactly.
the house.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. What about keeping them fresh?
Well, what we suggest that our customers do, if possible, to make it last longer, is to purge the water about every 2 days.
Because you really are trying to keep the bacteria out
We're
of the
trying to
water.
keep the bacteria out.
Because
Absolutely.
that's what kills the plant, the,
well,
the flowers.
the aging process is
Begins to start.
speeded along by that bacteria.
So you want to keep that water fresh, and if you do that, your plants will last beyond your party, right? You'll have them around for a while.
And for your enjoyment.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for coming in and
Thank you for
bringing us
having
these beautiful flowers and adding that extra layer to our party. I'll be in to see you soon.
We'll look forward to
Gotta
seeing
get some
you.
fresh flowers. So we'll be right back, so don't go away. Welcome back, and we are now about to add the layer that is just the most exciting part of the party. Of course, to me, all the parts are exciting, but this is going to really be fun. Christina, isn't this great?
This is my favorite part
I'm
of a party.
telling you,
always.
this is eye candy. Of course, I'm here with Christine Bellardo from the Ardmore Initiative, who's my guest co-host today. And we've added to the team Sherry Tillman from Past, Present, Future on Lancaster Avenue in Ardmore. And Sherry, you have brought us all of this eye candy
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
to
and being-
dress up our table. My gosh, this is gorgeous.
Well, thank you. Pat sent me this invitation, and I immediately thought garden party. And so we brought several pieces that I think work really well.
You really did. You really captured the colors.
Thank you. These 3 pieces are aluminum and enamel, can be hot or cold food, very versatile, a great thing to have. It's really nice to have handmade things in your collection that you can use every day or just for a party.
And you can
This is so
dishwasher
beautiful.
or not
dishwasher if you want to, but I
You
like
would
to
hand wash
wash
them, I'm sure. And you know, you were saying this every day. You don't have to wait for a party to
That's
use
right.
these, do you? Use your things every day, or add in things you already own, right?
That's right. I
would
mean,
really be fabulous.
Adding things that you already have makes it look like you
You
collected
accumulated over time,
and it's
right.
a natural thing, and it's beautiful. Like
and
your
very
house.
personal, then, isn't it?
This plate is from South Africa in the
love
traditional
that.
clay. Simple vase because you're going to have beautiful flowers. You don't want to detract.
And the nice thing about this, if you can't store it, you use it as art in
That's
between,
right. And I do that at home a lot because I love seeing the pieces. I hang my
Absolutely.
jewelry up
Right.
so I can see it as
See
well.
it.
Beautiful candles, and
I
you
love
don't
that.
have to burn them if you don't want to because it
Yeah,
adds
but
height.
candles have become a real hot part of
They-
tablescaping, aren't
There's
they? You
little
can- they're
fabulous
just
flower
amazing.
candles that you could float in
Oh,
water.
how cute these are. Wow, aren't these gorgeous? They're like little flowers.
So yeah, you can float them in water,
Right.
right? Yeah,
Beautiful salt and pepper made by
those are gorgeous.
an artist, and there she's a jeweler, and they add a beautiful
Oh, they're
jewel
gorgeous,
to the
and this
table.
has a little dragonflies on it, and those are stunning,
It's
very
really
natural.
these little things add so much
touches,
individuality.
right.
It's like
Yeah.
finding the right earrings to go
exactly,
with your
exactly.
outfit.
Exactly.
This
Yeah.
is a beautiful vase by Laura Zendel from Vermont. These are her drawings, and she does a photographic decal on her clay.
That's so
Again,
lovely.
a piece you
Again,
could use every day. You could
and
use it as a functional piece or a decorative piece.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful wooden cutting board adds a natural thing
Yes,
to your
I
table.
love the addition of the natural
Totally
wood.
usable every day. It gets better with age.
Kristen, you love those, don't you?
I love these. I'm in love with these little birds.
And
Yes.
the plates, again, bring the garden party theme in. Serving pieces with vines. This is for your cutlery, again, handmade. And
Beautiful.
Then
And we even have a napkin holder
and a special glass for the hostess.
for the hostess. See, the hostess has to have a special glass. I love this.
I love that
This
too.
takes the party to another whole
Right.
level, doesn't
Hand-blown
it?
glass, and
Ah.
it's just gorgeous.
I love it. And you've dressed us. You have a saying. What did you say?
To surround yourself with beauty from head to toe, and your
And
house.
you've dressed us. Our designer is.
Deborah Murphy. She's from California, all hand dyed. Christine has a handmade necklace from Details. I have
gorgeous.
handmade jewelry on.
It's we often forget about ourselves.
That's
we
right.
we
That's
spend
right.
so much time and attention on the table and the food, But
And then
as
we
a
look like we're
hostess,
worn out.
we
And I
need
think when
to-
you dress
right,
up, you become
feel
part of
better.
the party.
You become part of, and you really are a part of the scene, aren't you? And your
Yes.
guests will perceive you in that way.
yeah.
So don't forget, set the table and take care of yourself. And when we come back, we're going to take this party up another notch because we're getting ready for the food. Don't go away.
Right?
The success of any great party rests on the food. And you want to make sure that as soon as your guests come in the door that you have some food ready. So that means appetizers. And for that, we're going to go to Lancaster Avenue in Ardmore and visit a Taste of Olive for some of the best snacks, including olive oils and vinegars that you can find. So come with me. And we are actually here at Taste of Olive on Lancaster and Ardmore, getting ready for our party, adding that new layer on, because we're talking about appetizers. And as we told you, there's nobody that does them better than Taste of Olive. And I'm here with Kimber Schleitwaller. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
Talking about it, she's our authority on all things olive oils and vinegars, and we've even got a new product we're going to show today, right?
Oh, sure.
I'm really excited about that. So first of all, tell me, how long has Taste of Olive been here?
In Ardmore, we've been here 4 years, I believe, but we've been in this business for almost 9 or 10.
Oh, okay. So you really know
Yes,
everything olive oil and
absolutely.
everything vinegars.
Yes.
And before we get into talking about it, there's a tip I want to make sure we don't miss. You mentioned, we were talking about this right before we started rolling here,
Okay.
that you have to be really careful how you keep your olive oils and your vinegar. So watch this tip. What do you do with your olive oils and vinegars at home?
Well, you want to store them away, for olive oil in particular, just away from heat and light. The biggest enemy of olive oil in terms of having it go bad quickly is heat and light.
and
So
light.
store it in a cupboard away from the oven and you're fine.
So it starts to degrade after
It starts
that.
to degrade more quickly if
Right.
it's exposed to the heat or in
Or the light.
the sun. So that's the biggest thing.
So we want to make, so remember that tip? If you got them sitting on by the stove, right? Well, after this is over, go and put them away. so you guys specialize really in all things balsamic vinegars. You've got flavors like you could not believe.
Yep.
Here you've got. I know my favorite is the Bordeaux cherry balsamic vinegar,
Wonderful.
which we dip white cheddar cheese in for, and it impresses everybody that comes. And you've got all kinds of. I guess olive oils and vinegars also, right? Different flavored vinegars.
Well, we have some wine vinegars. That's kind of a side specialty here.
Okay.
All of our balsamics, they come from Modena, Italy. And then we have some other specialty wine vinegars as well.
And you even got some great salts.
Lots of
Different flavored salts that I saw. There's a
Yep.
Himalayan sea salt you
We have
have.
different specialty sea salts and then some flavored sea salts that are wonderful.
Right.
To putting on top of your little appetizers that you're making to add a little flavor, a little
Okay.
spice.
Little spice.
Yep.
And then there's a new one that you introduced us to today. Honey.
Honeys.
Which most people don't think of as an appetizer. And how would you use this on an appetizer tray?
Well, honeys are just a great, simple way. You put some of these wonderful, these are raw, organic honeys. So you can put a little honey on a plate with some cheeses and crackers and have a really nice, elegant appetizer tray
So-
without any real work at all.
See? We just gave you some really valuable tips today. We're going to add this as a layer to our party. I am really excited. Thank you, Kimber, for having us
Thank
today.
you.
This has been so much fun. Come to Taste of Olive and find out. It'll make your party a hit too, just like ours will be. We'll be right back. We are now at the pinnacle of our party preparations, right, Christine? Because we are talking about what?
The home stretch.
We're in the home stretch talking about the food. And we have created lots of layers to this party, haven't we? We started with our invitation, which was this really great natural piece from Paparia. And we added flowers from Trillium. We have beautiful, beautiful serving pieces from Past, Present, Future, located on Lancaster Avenue in Ardmore. Trillium is
On Rittenhouse Place in Ardmore?
Place, and Paparia is in Suburban Square. And then we had dance lessons from First Position Dance Arts, and they're on Lancaster also. And now, what Taste of Olive?
Appetizers from Taste of
Appetizers
Olive.
from Taste of Olive with all the great oils and vinegars. And now we are doing the main course. And that brings us to Chef Saida, who is joining us today from Ferengi, which is right across the street from our studio, really, on Lancaster Avenue in Ardmore.
Right.
And Chef Saida, thank you so much and welcome
for
to
having me.
Ardmore, I should say.
Thank you so much.
Because you are new to Ferengi.
yes.
And as Christine pointed out earlier, we're now kind of calling it Ferengi 2.0, right?
It's the enhanced Ferengi experience.
It is
yes.
the enhanced Ferengi experience because you have brought to it a really kind of revised menu and a revised approach. And as you said earlier, and I love that what you said about when you walk into Ferengi,
There's a whole new decor there. There's a whole new feeling. There's a little touch of elegance.
Thank you.
It's still warm and inviting, but brought up a notch. Just brought up a notch. It's really lovely.
And she brings a great background because
Yes.
you're not only a restaurateur now, but you're a caterer.
That's
So you
right.
handle special events. You'll be doing tastings in the store.
Right. Caterings, weddings.
Weddings.
So for someone like me who doesn't cook, you could deliver all of this
That's
with all
right.
this lovely attention to
Yes.
detail
That's
and presentation.
Right.
I think it's amazing. So let's walk through what we have here because the smells are just amazing. This first dish, which is your signature dish, is
This is Moroccan shrimp pilpil.
I love that name.
Yeah, I love it too. It tastes great.
Smells great, and it looks beautiful in the dish that's from Past, Present, Future, doesn't it?
Beautiful.
Plated up beautiful.
Love it.
Presentation is everything, isn't it? And
Yes.
you've done a great job with presentation. We watched you put all this together. Amazing job that you did. And the salad?
Yes, we have here a garden salad with a little bit
Feta?
feta cheese. We have olive on the side.
I can't have Mediterranean without the olives, right?
That's right. Here we have chicken kebab, Mediterranean style. A
So
little,
smells good.
yes, and a bed of rice and beans. And here we have kafta.
What is kafta?
Kafta is a ground meat
Okay.
with our special
Kind of American meatballs
Okay.
brought up a notch,
Spiced up,
right?
Mediterranean
Right,
style.
Mediterranean style.
And we have there beef
kebabs. And then
Yes.
your pita bread, which is absolutely fabulous. I love it.
Thank
As you
you.
said earlier, with hummus.
Goes great
and
with your hummus and
guacamole.
guacamole.
And of
Yes.
course, we have dessert. We have this pound cake with
German marzipan pound cake.
and then of course our Greek favorite,
Baklava.
baklava. So you have put together an amazing array of foods. And as Christine said earlier, you are a great addition to Ardmore because it really broadens the meaning of international
We do
dining.
have an international dining scene, and
here.
you are just bringing a whole new dimension to that. So we're
Thank
so
you.
thrilled to have you.
Thank you very much.
I'm looking forward
I
to
would-
putting my feet under your table again.
Please,
So,
please do.
I think it's fabulous, and we have lots of other businesses that
We
help
do.
us
We
put
have-
together the perfect party
Yes,
in
we have
Ardmore.
furniture stores for your table to eat on. We have thrift stores to buy inexpensive home decor. We've got salons to get your manicure to get
Oh,
ready
yes,
for the
need
party.
that. Need that, right?
Massages
Right.
for after the party. Clothing
Dress shops,
stores.
everything that
everything
makes
you need
have
to live
the
well.
perfect party. So
Yes.
I'm going to pass to you, ladies, because we want to.
Thank
We're
you.
going to start celebrating just a little bit before the party begins and our guests arrive.
It's important to be a relaxed hostess, isn't it?
Absolutely. I want to thank all of our participants and my guest, Christine Bilardo,
Thank you, Pat.
Executive Director of Ardmore Initiative, Chef Saida Davis from Ferengi,
you for having me.
Sherry Tillman from Past, Present, and Future, get that right, and First Position Arts, Dance Arts,
Trillium.
Trillium Florals, and of
Taste of
course
Olive.
Taste of Olive. So we have had some fabulous guests. We really appreciate that you joined us today to help us create the perfect party and helping us to live well in Ardmore. Join us again.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.